What's good, you guys? It's Lifestyle from lifestyledidit.com, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to take this and turn it into this. So the first order of business, you're going to need a microphone. You're going to need some type of speaker. We're going to be doing a crazy cool trick that I've always done. I don't know if I've ever seen it covered in the community. So I want to share this one with you guys because it's something that I really enjoy doing. We're going to get to that a little bit later. First, I'm going to show you guys what I did first. So the first thing we have over here in this original sample is this piano from Keyscape. So I just have this nice chord progression going. And then we have these strings in here, right? Got these strings layered up. Next thing we have is a bass, just doing some stabs. Don't know why I had it panned. And then we have this vocal from Exhale. So this sounds really cool, but I want to make this sound like a sample. And how I'm going to do this is I'm going to set up a microphone next to my speaker, and I'm going to play this out of the speaker and record it into the microphone. Then I'm going to put that back in FL Studio, and I'm going to chop it up and pitch it. Now, you're going to ask, why am I recording it when I could just do it with Edison? Well, when I record it outside of the speaker, so I have it playing out of my speakers and I'm going to set up a microphone, it's going to catch the room vibe because the speakers are playing into the room, and the speakers are going to give a different sound than inside of FL Studio because it's running through a piece of hardware. The speakers, it's running through my interface, it's converting it into sound that I hear through the speakers, and I'm picking that up with a mic that also has its own frequency spectrum and its own frequency patterns that are going to pick up different sonics of this sample and make it sound real because I'm playing it out of something like a guitar out of an amp, and then you put a microphone next to it to record a live guitar instead of using a virtual amp, right? Like Guitar Rig or something. So I'm going to take the camera and show you guys what I'm going to do, and then we'll get back into it. All right, so you guys are going to have to hear me on this really bad audio on the camera because I'm not going to be able to do it through here since I'm recording what I'm showing you. But the first step we're going to do is grab a microphone. So I have my U87 clone. You could check out Mike Jolly Mods. He mods an NT1A Rode to sound like a U87. Pretty expensive, but this thing sounds amazing. So check out Mike Jolly Mods for different mods. He's an industry professional. The site's kind of old looking, but I've got the mic. Everyone has gone through him. He's very known in the industry for modding microphones and making them sound crazy. So it's a really good site. So we're going to use this microphone to record it. Now, since we're going close to a speaker, you're going to get crazy amounts of feedback. You do not want to put it too close or turn your speakers up too loud. We're kind of doing something that's like, I guess you would say, like a ghetto way of doing it. But it's going to give us this real cool, like, dirty feel, and then we're going to add effects in FL to make it sound better. So I'm going to just turn up my speakers a little bit, mess around with this, and I'm going to record it into Edison while I have it linked. So I have my microphone linked. You'll be able to hear me talking straight through there, obviously. So I'm going to put this kind of close up. It's going to be a little ghetto. I don't have a mic stand right now, and I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing. So I'm going to be real quiet. I'm going to just hold it right here. I'm going to press play and hope I don't get feedback. You'll hear what I'm saying. Starting to get feedback, so let's back it off. Alright, that's enough gain to read it. So now I'm going to press pause on FL, and I'm going to just hold this right here. I'm going to be really quiet. I'm going to press record on Edison, then I'm going to press play in FL. Alright, now that it's recorded, let's jump back into the screen capture. Alright, so now we're back in FL, and you could see what we have recorded. Over here, I just normalized it. So if I press play, you'll hear. So now it has that like static, nasty feel. It does have a lot of characteristics I don't like, so we're going to do some EQ and effects to it. But the second part of it was this. So all I did was come over here and I went like this to normalize it, and then I cut out from start to beginning. You can come over here and go to edit properties, and you just click on edit properties, tempo sync. It'll sync it to your tempo, and then you can go to declick in, declick out, or you can just select, you know, where it loops and starts. But basically I just took this right here and I dropped it into a instance of SliceX, which is the next thing we're going to get into. So here you see the OG sample. So that's the clean recording of what we're using. So we're going to blend these two. I'll show you guys. It's going to be pretty cool. So if I go to the recorded version, you'll see it's dropped in here. You can go through these different cuts and choose like a cool cut that you like to have it chopped up, and then you could just play some notes. So I pitched it up after that, and then I came up with this chop. So like I said, it sounds a little bit nasty. So what we're going to do is go over here and we're going to put an EQ on it first and cut out a lot of the lows, some of that nasty buildup in the mids, and a little bit of the high end. Then we're going to throw a reverb on it. These are my settings. And then a stereo shaper from FL. So before, after. And you do hear me hitting the click, right? You hear me hitting my keyboard. I like that though. I could have re-recorded it and got rid of that, but I ended up liking it, so I kept it. So if we add some drums in, it'll sound like this. Now if we take the OG sample, recorded it through Edison, so you'll hear it's just a clean version. Right? What it would sound like if we took all these, linked them to Edison, hit record, and then obviously dragged it into SliceX. So the reason I did that is I wanted to have a really grungy one, which is the one we recorded, and a clean one. So remember, we recorded those and we made the original sounds at about 145. Now I've lowered my tempo down to 85. And then we get these two together and now we can blend them nicely. So if I take this OG sample, here we have our recorded one, and start to blend this back in. So without it, with it. Now we get this nice blend, and if we put these drums in, and now if we layer a cool little 808 over it, nothing crazy, just one note at a higher octave and a lower octave. Alright, thank you guys so much for watching. If you did like this tutorial, leave a thumbs up. You can follow me on all social medias at Lifestyle Did It. Make sure to drop a comment down below what you thought of this method. For all my drum kits and everything else, you can hit lifestyledidit.com. Make sure to subscribe to your boy, push notifications. Thanks.